I know it's been a minute, and I know my hair's all funny. You've just got to live with that. I know you can just watch my hair. I know there's not much to look at, but a lot has gone on for me, and yeah, I don't want to get into it. But anyway, rugby's being played, if you don't know. Yeah, there's a World Cup on. Don't know how many of you knew that. And there is, if I look there is a game on. It's a Uruguay Namibia game. Namibia are actually winning at half time, but I could talk about that. I'm not really here to. I'm more here to talk about what is going to happen from here, and which teams are looking good for qualification. So we're going to go pool by pool and have a look. So naturally, I'll start off with Pool A. Now, Pool A is probably the easiest one to predict. When the draw was announced, we all kind of knew. Camera so I can see this. When the draw was announced, we all kind of knew France and New Zealand were going to go through. But there is some interesting stuff going down. New Zealand haven't looked amazing. Now, they weren't amazing against France. They put, Namibia to bed quite comfortably towards the end. Let's have a look. Yeah, 71-3. So, yeah, they quite comfortably beat Namibia. But France was a tough game for them, and obviously France won that game. But I still think they're playing Italy tomorrow. They'll beat them, and then Uruguay. Uruguay looked really good against France, really good against Italy, but this game against Namibia, I don't know what's happened, but they've just not quite been what they were at. But hey, they might turn it around at the second half. Who knows? But yeah, I don't think they'll have it in them to beat the All Blacks. Neither with Italy. Again, Italy have looked pretty decent. Now, I don't think they've played. I think they've only played Uruguay and Namibia, Italy. I don't think they've played the French yet. I could be wrong. I am right. Italy's not played France yet. So Italy's only actually played and beaten Uruguay and Namibia. And I don't think they'll beat either the French or the All Blacks, if we're going to be honest. So I think France top, New Zealand second. Pretty simple there. Moving on to something slightly more interesting in Pool B. You've got Ireland, South Africa, Scotland, Tonga, Romania. And now, being Scottish myself, this is the pool that I basically have the most interest in. Now, I think Ireland are pretty safe. There is, I've done all the maths, all the scenarios for this pool. There is scenarios that Ireland, it's actually quite, basically, if Scotland beat Ireland, you could well be in a position that Scotland and South Africa go through. It's going to be hard though. They've got points difference wise is where Ireland come in well over Scotland, even if Scotland were to win. Because let's be honest, I don't think they will, but if Scotland were to beat the Irish, I can't see it being much more than say 5 points. And Ireland would get the losing bonus point, which would mean Scotland would need a try bonus point just to level it, and then they'd somehow, between Romania and Ireland, need to find about 110 points worth of points difference. Yeah, that's not happening, is it? They might thump Romania. With no disrespect whatsoever, I'm expecting Scotland to run in a pretty high score against Romania. I'm expecting to see 60 plus. No disrespect, nothing, but for the level, Scotland, you forget Scotland are still one of the best teams in the world. South Africa actually did really well to shut them off. But yeah, that game against Tonga proved that Scotland still do have a very sharp edge. Now, there is still scenario that Scotland do in fact beat South Africa through the pool without beating the Irish. I have done the maths. It would rely on South Africa losing to Tonga, so I don't think it's going to happen whatsoever. But it is a possibility. Tonga are one of those teams that, who knows, they might. I don't know if South Africa's too much for a pull off, but you can never tell, can you? All it needs a couple early red cards for South Africa, and there you go. Pool C. This pool has really been mental. You've got Georgia and Portugal drawing with each other. Georgia, who a team that I kind of tipped to go through, unfortunately, doesn't really look that way anymore. They still could, but it's looking like it's going to be Wales and Fiji now, especially after when both Wales and Fiji beat Australia. So I reckon Wales finish. Well, Wales have already actually qualified. Wales are the first team to officially qualify. So Wales, even if they lose their last game to, I believe, Georgia, they will not be knocked down. Whereas Fiji and Australia are drawn on 6 points, although Fiji has only played 2, Australia played 3. So basically, after Australia play Portugal, I think it is, they're done. And Fiji have Georgia and Portugal. So as long as Fiji beat Georgia and Portugal, they're through. And you'd expect them to do that in their current form. So Wales top. I think they've got Georgia last. Again, no offence to Georgia. I expect Wales to win that. Fiji second. I expect them to beat both Georgia and Portugal. No offence to those teams. Moving on to Pool D. England have again shocked a lot of people. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not particularly fond of the way they're playing, but they play like that. It's working, obviously. They're 3 from 3. Sorry. Samoa are currently in second over Japan and 1 point ahead of. So really, apart from the England spot, the rest is wide open for Samoa, Japan, and Argentina. Chile, I can't see Chile going through. They mathematically, they could technically, although they're gonna need to bonus point win their last game by about 150 points. That's not happening, is it? I've been impressed by Chile though. You know, that first 20 minutes against England, I think had us all excited to see what they'll do in the future. But yeah, Samoa, Japan, and Argentina, I think they've all got to play each other. I know Japan, Argentina. No, it's Japan, Samoa is tomorrow night. But I think they've all still got to play each other. So Japan, Samoa is tomorrow night. Argentina's playing Chile on Saturday. Then you've got England, Samoa. Japan, Argentina. Yeah. So obviously Japan and Argentina must. No. Samoa and Argentina must have played each other. Let's see. I should have been silly here. Argentina, Samoa. Yeah, Argentina won that game 19-10. Okay. So Argentina have beaten Samoa. That is Argentina's only win at the minute. Well, they've only played 2 games. The other one was that loss to England where England just drop kicked about a million times. So really it's still wide open from here. Just off form and stuff at the minute, you'd have to tip Argentina to pull it off. And they've already beaten Samoa. I expect them to beat Japan and Chile, and that should secure them second place behind England. Now, obviously, if Samoa beat England, then that actually widens it up for two of these middle teams to go through. Now, I don't know if Samoa will beat England. I don't expect them to. It seems like England have picked back up a bit. And they're a bit better. I still think the moment they face a better team, it looks like they're going to play Fiji in the quarters. Fiji could pull it off, but, even if they go through the way playing Ireland, South Africa, France, and New Zealand, I expect them to not really give either of those four teams much. Yeah, so that's where it's at. So, still France, New Zealand, Ireland, South Africa, Wales, Fiji. So actually, I didn't get either of the two teams right for Pool C. I thought Australia would walk the pool, and then Georgia might be able to squeeze it with maybe a cheeky win over Wales and Fiji, but obviously not. I mean, Georgia's still got to actually play Wales and Fiji, I'm pretty sure. Yes, they drew with Portugal, lost to Australia, so they've still got to play. They could still beat Wales and Fiji and go through. I can't see them doing that, but hey, who knows? But yeah, that's it from me. Kind of this is where I'm at. I am alive. I'm just been struggling with a bit recently. I have been watching the games. Regular stuff might be able to come back soon. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, if you enjoyed, subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later.